Greetings hobbyists, this is All, and in this tutorial we're going to have a look at how to sculpt smooth lines just using a mouse. In our last tutorial we were having a look at how to sculpt the fire in these braziers, and for that I said that I was using a tablet just to make my life easier, and I had a couple of messages from people online asking, well, what to do if you don't have a tablet. Now, first of all, I will say you can get a tablet quite cheaply. I think the first tablet I got was somewhere in the region of £35 to £50, and I have put a link to that in the description, so it is really worth getting one of those. It does help with these fluid smooth lines, but I did want to point out that there are ways of sculpting without this. Now, for some sculpting you don't really need to get these smooth lines, depending on what you're doing. For example, if I'm just using, if I go into sculpt mode, something like the grab brush, all of the commands are really easy to use on a keyboard. In fact, I'd use a keyboard anyway, and just moving and grabbing things around are perfectly easy to do without using a tablet. So there is plenty you can do, but the biggest problem comes when drawing or trying to draw smooth lines. For example, these curved edges were drawn with the Draw Sharp tool, and they were used to make these sort of curves that give these flames their stylized shape. All you've got to do is come up to the top here where we've got the stroke option, and at the moment it's got the stroke method of space. We can change that to be a curve. Now, if you're going to do this, I would strongly recommend that you move this strength down. So for example, I'm going to use 0.1. And actually, in a way, this is going to give us quite a lot of control over this. Now, the commands for this are a little bit odd. I don't know why they've set it out this way, but they have. So to get this started, you need to hold down Control and you need to press the right mouse button, not the left, the right. And you get this beginning of a curve. And if I continue using my right mouse button here, each time I'm just holding down and then dragging the curve to move it. And you can come to these points and individually move them around. For example, that one there, I might want to move to something like that. So you need to get this curve to a point where you're happy with it. And then you press A to deselect any of the points that you're on, if you've selected one. So A deselects that. And then all you do is you press Enter. And it's going to imagine that you've drawn along this line, and it's going to have the strength that we've just said. You'll notice that if you go off the commands, this line disappears, but if you come back, it's still there. So as soon as your mouse goes off the screen, or the sculpting screen. And if I press Enter, you can see just by a slight change, it started to add this line in, and each time you hit Enter, it does it more. So I can keep adding to this line to the point it gets to somewhere I want. Now, if I pan around here, we're going to see the first weakness with this tool, and that is that if I move around to see this better and then let go, this tool or the line doesn't stay affixed to the surface where you're doing it. Now, we can sort of guess back to where we were, somewhere around there, without too much hassle. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's just something to be aware of. And if I just undo that, as I said, each time you press Enter, it's going to do that a little bit. So I can, for example, have a look at it, go back, maybe two more, add a little bit more, go back. Now I want a bit more than that, two more. So it's quite nice as a tool to be able to just gradually add things to this scene or to this bit of fire. And we can control quite easily what's going to happen by having this low strength. Whereas if we had this quite high, it would happen in one go. Now to get rid of these, all we do is press A and then delete. And then we've got that there. And then all I'd have to do if I want to draw something else in, for example, another bit coming off, I'd just add that in exactly the same way as I just did. Now there is another command that we can use for this. In fact, I'm going to move that around. That doesn't flow quite as nice as I'd like. So let's move that to there. Press A to get off of it. Now, as well as hitting the Enter button to do this, you can just press Control and then left click, and that will have the same effect as hitting Enter. So it's up to you which one you use, and then A and delete to get rid of that. So we can get these nice curved lines, and then I'll just manually use the smooth brush to smooth off the ends of those to get something that I want. So it's very possible to do this just using that curve stroke method. You will notice as soon as you go into another brush, it falls back to what it was. So it was stroke for smooth, so we'd have to, if we wanted to use the curve, go back into that. But if I come back to the Draw Sharp, you'll see that I've still got that as a curve. So you just need to remember what you're doing with each one. Now there are some benefits to this method. I'm just going to come out of sculpt mode into object mode and bring in a new sphere. So Shift and A, mesh, and I'm going to bring a quad sphere. Let's move this up to here. S to scale it up, and I'm just going to subdivide that. So subdivision surface, let's do something like 2, and I'm just going to apply that. So we've got this, we've got probably a little bit more than we needed to on this mesh, but it'll do for just demonstration purposes. I'm going to show you one of the really funky things about using this tool, and one where I'd probably use it even though I have access to a tablet. If I go back into sculpt mode, and I pick the snakehook tool, and I'm going to have to put Dian Topo on for this. In fact, I just need to go back to object mode, and if I come to the item, we'll see that I need to apply this scale. So Control and A and apply the scale, then back into sculpt mode. Just press N to get rid of that. And I'm going to turn on Dian Topo, and I want to take this off relative detailing and go to constant detailing, and 3 should be okay. I'm going to put that up to 5. And we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to change the stroke to being a curve, and I'm just going to make a really cool curved line from here using Control and the right mouse button, something like that. And let's fiddle around with these to make it a bit smoother, maybe something like that. There you go, that looks a bit better. And A, because I'm done, and then I'm just going to hit enter. And you see this makes this really cool tentacle. Now I've probably gone a bit too far with this. If I Control and Z to bring up, to go off of that, make sure the start point is on our object. If I up the radius here to, let's say, 150, and then Control and right click, that's probably a bit better. So we need to fiddle around with the radius depending on how long you want this to go, and you'll notice that it doesn't end up and follow the curve perfectly as it does this. It imagines that we pulled along this brush stroke, so it's not going to exactly match the stroke, but it does fairly closely match the shape. And obviously, if I wanted something different, I could change the radius. So let's try, I don't know, let's say 200, and we'll give that another go. So Control and right click. And again, we've got this sort of slightly fatter tentacle. I actually think the 150 was probably about the right thing just by sort of coincidence. So yeah, somewhere like that. So this curve tool's really fun, and actually you can do this quite nicely because you can always just pan around and I can make another tentacle now. So just could do one there, could do one there, and so on. So a nice option there to have this curve stroke for making these nice rounded shapes even when you don't have a tablet. As always, I hope you found that video useful. Just a little quick one today, but I thought one that might be very useful for people if they don't have that tablet as an option.